good afternoon, our dear viewers from wherever you are watching us from. Welcome to today's news updates at 1. My name is Eunice Mutua. Now on to our first news. The troubled Deputy President asked President William Ruto for pardon yesterday for whatever wrongs he has done, if any. Speaking during a prayer session on Tuesday, Gachagua, who is up for impeachment in the National Assembly, was primarily joined by his close allies, including certain members of parliament from the Mount Kenya region. Here is the report.
In our commitment to work, probably in one way or another we have wronged somebody. I want to say to my brother President William Ruto, if in our zeal to work I have wronged you, please find it in your heart to forgive me. I want to say, if my spouse in our duties for the boy child and our program has wronged you in any way, find it in your heart to forgive her. To our members of parliament, if in the course of duty, through our utterances and actions, we have in one way or another upset you, all wronged you, find it in your heart to forgive me. Through our utterances and actions, we have in one way or another upset you, all wronged you, find it in your heart to forgive me. For the boy child and our program has wronged you in any way, find it in your heart to forgive her. To our members of parliament, if in the course of duty, through our utterances and actions, we have in one way or another upset you. If in the course of duty, through our utterances and actions, we have in one way or another upset you, all wrong. In our commitment to work, probably in one way or another we have wronged somebody. I want to say to my brother President William Ruto, if in our zeal to work I have wronged you, please find it in your.
While the political firestorm surrounding Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua intensifies, Ruto has remained silent throughout this and has thrown his support to church leaders opposing the harsh measures proposed in the 2024 Religious Organization Bill by Tana River Senator Danson Mongatana. Attending a church service on Sunday, he reiterated his dedication to defending the freedom to religion.
I know that there are proposals that have been made in some quarters about regulation of the church, regulation of worship, regulation of religious activities. I want to remind those who are pursuing that kind of exercise that the Constitution of Kenya is very explicit on the freedom of worship, the freedom of worship in our republic. We will make sure that we don't compromise and there will be no limitations or compromise on the freedom of worship in Kenya. I want to ask those who have ideas to allow religious leaders themselves to develop how they want to regulate themselves and how the church, how religious organizations are going to go forward.
Story ingine ya kwamba kamati ya kanisa lazima iwe na degree, lazima iwe na nini. Nimeona wabunge wengi, nimeona maseneta wengi wanakimbia chachi, tunawaombea. Wakati wanakuchanga chachi tunawaombea, hawachawai tuurisa anaombewa na profesa ama anaombewa na nani. Anaombewa na mimi ambao sikuenda darasa la mtu na anapita.
We admit the shortcomings in the shift from NHIF to SHA. These were the remarks made by the government that has promised to not only correct the technological issues but also repay all members who paid for their own medical care following the public uproar. Here is the report.
What will happen to my money? Na tumelipa NHIF. Itafanyika nini?
Patients who have paid out of pocket reach out to us and we will do the same for them. All the patients who have paid out of pocket.
Bin serikali gani kutunyanyasa namna hii? Si ni mateso hii, 17,000 mimi natoa wapi?
Tukalipa pisha, tukalipa kila kitu. Tumefanya tu kulipa cash.
We are also going to support them in terms of our ICT, and we are combining the ICT from the private sector and the ICT from the county government and the national government to support the system.
In terms of your claims, that number one, the SHA portal for claiming should be up and running within the next 24 hours. So you should be able to claim through the SHA portal within the next 24 hours.
The team that runs SHA, led by Dr. Abdi here, can only spend 5% of the money we pay on themselves. The other 95 is meant to give us services.
Dr. Alfred Mutua, the Cabinet Secretary for Social Protection, has declared the start of bilateral negotiations to finalize a new memorandum of understanding between Kenya and Qatar that will permit the deployment of qualified Kenyan laborers to the Gulf state. The 2012 bilateral labor agreement, which mainly addressed the migration of unskilled labor, will be modified by the new deal presently being negotiated.
And we're very pleased to announce that as a result of our discussion, we are going to open up that sector and the quota for Kenyans. We have 67,000 Kenyans in Qatar, and we have requested that with time we increase. We've thrown in a figure of about 200, 250, 300,000 opportunities for Kenyans, skilled Kenyans, to go and work in Qatar. We are very pleased that the state of Qatar has very ethical standards and very international standards when it comes to labor. People are treated very well, employees are treated very well, and now with the new system, whereby they get health coverage.
As His Excellency mentioned, there are, in the past, we are focused about for the labor sectors in Qatar for the infrastructure and construction. But as per the NDS3, the National Development Strategy for the Qatar, we will focus for the another sectors like ICT, the communication and media, oil and gas, and for the healthcare sectors and the education sectors and the transportation and the hospitality. For that, I think there are a lot of sectors we can work together to increase the number of the Kenyan community in this in this field. And in the another side, and as per our discussion today, we will focus for the high skills workers. For that, it's very important for our strength, our relation. And about Qatar Visa Center, I think Qatar Visa Center, QVC, now we will, our discussion to...
And I want to tell Kenyans to prepare themselves for job opportunities, high-skilled job opportunities in Qatar, which is just 5 hours away by air.
We are going for a short commercial break. We will be back with more.
Je, wewe ni mfanyabiashara katika sekta ya elimu, afya bora, usafiri ama unamiliki kampuni yoyote ile? Ungependa kupata fursa ya kutangaza biashara yako ili kuwafikia wateja zaidi? Usikonde. Runinga ya Younib inakupa fursa ya kupeperusha matangazo kuhusu bidhaa na huduma unazotoa kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, wasiliana nasi kupitia nambari za simu 0750344700 ama kupitia barua pepe marketing@younibtv.com. Jinyakulie leo. Younib TV, ever the best.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. Muslim leaders in the nation demand that the government immediately stop encouraging the sale of miraa, cut off support for farmers, and stop taxing farmers and business owners, claiming that the crop has wreaked immense harm to people and families. The leaders from Nairobi have turned to educating communities about the negative effects of miraa in an effort to combat the stimulant.
We declare that the promotion and funding of miraa by the government of Kenya is morally, socially, and constitutionally unacceptable. No economic gain can justify the destruction of individuals, families, and entire communities.
3 people killed by bandits were laid to rest in Meru County, with leaders and security agencies shifting their blame, while residents decry the end of banditry in the region.
Kilio hiki, vilio hivi na jeneza nyingi kama hizi, wacha tuzike watu ambao wamekufa ugonjwa ama wameitwa na Mungu katika pumziko la milele, lakini si wale ambao wamepigwa na risasi ya majangili.
Ile shinda tuko naye ni moja tu, ndio imefanya hii watu wote wamekufa zaidi ya watu 60.
Nao watu siete walikuwa ni wakora, ni watu walikuwa wanafanya kazi kujitafutia riziki.
Na hata kwa wanasiasa, kama umeweka kitu ya mambo ya wizi ya ng'ombe na nini kwa agenda yako ya kukampeni, jua ya kwamba baada ya miezi kadhaa hiyo agenda itakuwa agenda tena.
Mimi nakueleza, wakati hao walikufa, hakuna askari alikuwa hapo. Wale askari walikuwa karibu ni wale wa ile APC. Sababu there is no coordination.
Na ninajua serikali kusema kweli inajaribu vile inavyoweza.
Locals in Baringo County's Kisanana district are tallying their losses after elephants believed to be from Nanyuki National Park frequently destroy the agricultural produce. Over the past 3 years, wild animals have been invading farms, and efforts to get help from KWS have increased significantly.
Wameharibu hata sengenge, aliharibu ng'ombe ikafunja hivi ile mina kama. Naelewa. Anafungulia njau, anakutanisha na ng'ombe, analeta yote kwa shamba. Ng'ombe nakula, ndovu nakula. Hii ni mwaka ya pili wakinifanyia hivyo.
Maembe hapa mimi nilikuwa nauza. Alikuwa napata hiyo matunda yake mimi nauza, lakini tangu siku hiyo ameniaffect sana. Sina cha kupani na hakuna kulipwa. Wanakuja wanaandikishana, walabu wanapeleka hiyo ni. Anapeleka hiyo report, lakini hakuna kurudi tena. Sasa mimi naishi kila mwaka mimi nanunua mahindi. nanunua chakula kwa sababu niliangamishwa. Hata saa hii alikula shamba yangu karibu eka 10.
KWS wanakuja, kama umelima shamba eka 5 wanakuandikishia eka 1. Mwaka jana waliandikisha hivyo, lakini hawakuweza kucompensate watu. So tunaomba KWS, tafadhali mahali mlipo mkuje mpeleke wanyama wenu. Serikali kama wanataka eneo hili libaki kuwa ya wanyama, waambie wenyeji.
We've come to the end of our today's news updates at 1, and remember, positive vibes attract positive lives. You've been with me, Eunice Mutua. Do have a good afternoon.